You don't see this on YouTube?
Yeah.
Is it up now?
It's, I mean, it's up on YouTube, but it's not
Okay.
playing.
Okay, I can see it on YouTube now.
Yeah.
Is it playing?
No.
And yet it says it is. You are live. Yes, it is playing
It's
public.
playing on my end.
Yeah, it's playing here. Okay,
Okay.
so we're going to get started. Tonight is just chit chat, catching up. I want to, Hummingbird, my girl. I want to get to know Case discussion. I want you guys to sub to her channel and show her lots and lots of love. She has been amazing to us. Are you new to the true crime community, or how did you get started in this mess?
Actually, I got started in true crime with the Chris Watts case when the Netflix series or documentary came out.
Okay.
I got started then and kind of went down the rabbit hole then.
Okay. All right. I gotcha. I think that's when a lot of us started. We started, I think, just prior. We started about a year ago. So, now, did you deep dive anything?
I did a kind of a deep dive with Chris Watts, and you and I talked about this earlier today, and I'm really anxious when we do have time to talk to you, that I can talk to both of you. Do y'all hear the echo, or am I doing something wrong?
No, it's me. Hold on. It's. I know.
I didn't know if it was me. I just didn't want to interfere with y'all. Is what I was just trying to
Give me one sec.
I wasn't doing something.
It's literally me trying to log in to see the comments because I can't see them.
Oh, okay.
So we'll just not worry about that right now. It's fine.
Oh.
It's
okay,
fine.
That's fine. I just want to make sure I didn't mess y'all. I didn't want to mess you guys up.
No, it's me 100%. it's me. No, it should have gone away. Did it go away now? Joey!
No, it's better, yes.
No, it's still there.
Well,
I can hear me in your background.
Then it's you.
But I can hear, like, any bird. I mean, case discussion. Anyone.
You can hear any bird?
Any bird in the background.
Any bird.
I can hear anyone who's talking, it's echoed in your background.
Son of a biscuit.
Now, I do have YouTube up, but I have it paused,
muted,
just so I can see the comments.
Yeah.
And I'm working from StreamYard. But that's all that I have up.
I'm working from StreamYards. I'm going to try to do, let me see if I can, I'm so sorry, you guys. Like, I'm trying here, and I had everything all, so help me.
Maybe
right.
Shell knows how.
Hi, the cat. I see you saying hi. Hi, everyone. Hi, everyone.
I know, everyone's in here saying hi. It's amazing.
Okay.
And
You just turn on.
what?
No, just stop.
What happened?
This is just like a weird humming now.
Oh, for corn. I know what it is now. Y'all, this is just, honest to God, I'm getting annoyed. I'm so sorry.
No, you're just fine. Girl, please. If it
Is that better?
I don't want to know what it was.
It's not better. Do you guys, Shell, do you hear this? I know, Shell, help me. Do you hear the hum?
Okay.
Do you hear the hum? Anybody? Count to 3. I'm about to count to 3 and throw my computer out the window. Tattoos! I can't believe you're here! Thank you!
Let me sign out and I'll come back.
Okay. You do, and you hear an echo. All right, I don't hear any echo, so I'm really sorry, you guys. trying to see where else I have anything open. I don't have a thing open anywhere else. Gosh darn it. I'm so sorry. Well, until she comes back, do you guys still hear the echo after she left?
No, I don't. I don't hear an echo now. I
See,
mean,
I think
do
it's her.
when I talk. When I do, I do when I talk. Let me try.
Good gravy. No echo? No, now you hear the echo. Son of a biscuit, you guys. Why? Why? Please don't make me cry all my life.
Hey, what you want me to try to go out and come back in?
Yeah, if you don't mind, just make sure you're out of everything. I'm making sure I'm out of everything. I don't have anything secretly open anywhere.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll go out and come back in.
We'll get it, guys. We will get this. I'm so sorry. You hear an echo. Do you still hear an echo with me? Solve the problem, however, missing damage. Please download the quit. Leah, it sounds like it's coming out the second time through the TV speakers or something. Okay. All right. Let me make sure that I try to get my ears in. See, there's no echo with me. Okay, good. Thank you. Louise, let me see if I can put my buds in. And if that will help. Hello. Oh, I can hear you. We do all learn from our mistakes, and I am a big mistake maker. But I always try to, oh no, there we go. I always try to, is that better, you guys? Case, how's that for you?
I don't hear an echo.
Okay, good.
Yay. Now where's the other?
Hi, you guys. Thank you so much for being here. This is amazing. Okay, so yes, please hit that thumbs up. I appreciate you guys so much for being here. Thank you, Case Discussions, for being here. Now, I can start this again and ask you, you started with the Chris Watts case. That's how we started. And how long have you been streaming on YouTube?
I have only been streaming on YouTube for about 2.5 months, something like that. Honestly, I just started out just doing every once in a while I would stream something even from my kitchen table. I would record myself just talking. Sometimes I would leave it up, sometimes I wouldn't. And then I just decided one day I'm just going to leave them up, and if people listen, they listen. And just slowly people started listening more, and
Here you are.
Back. Yeah.
That's awesome. You're doing such a great job. I absolutely love your streams. They are it's such a warm place to be. You're very educated in your, what you're talking about. You're studying, and it's a pleasure to go in and it's so nice. It's refreshing. It's really refreshing.
Thank you so much. I always want everyone to feel welcome. I want them to feel like we're just sitting down and talking as friends, that we're not really, a computer away from each other. I want people to feel like we're literally sitting in the same room together talking.
That's so funny. When we created our channel, we sat down and we were like, okay, what do we want? What is it that we're looking for? And we had thought, how, well, clearly you're a Southern woman. I'm from Michigan originally, but I live in the South technically now. But when we discussed this, we were like, we want to have this be we just finished dinner and you're sitting around the round table, or you want to go to the back porch with, screened in porch with your beverage of choice, and you're just chatting, and that's what we wanted this channel to be, was just a very comfortable spot where everyone, bring your beverage of choice and hang out with us and tell us what you know.
You guys did a wonderful job with that. I mean, really did. And I watched you guys. I was actually on your first live that you guys did when you were covering. Of course, you were talking about summer, but I
Yeah.
was so excited for you guys to go live together,
Thank
and
you.
I was like, cheering you on. And I have to tell you, honestly, Tia, you do make me think of Nancy Grace. I can. You probably hear that a lot, but
I
you
have
do. The
heard it.
first
Hey,
time I saw you,
Dave.
I was like taking a double look. I'm like, does Sasha have Nancy Grace up there?
That's
The
so
first time
funny.
I saw you on panel.
I have heard that before. It's so funny. And wait, who's timing Dave out? Did we time Dave out already? Lisa Jill can time me. You're getting, listen, Dave, I tell Shell to do nothing. She is in charge of the chat. So if you get blocked, my friend, you are on your own. No, Dave, thank you for coming. Welcome. We're really happy that you're here. Seeking the Truth with Dave, if you guys don't know who that is someone that we got our start with. Dave was super kind. We actually met, all of us, Dave, LFT, myself, Shell, a bunch of us all met on J is for Justice in her chat.
Okay.
That's where we met. And from there, Dave and I started chatting away. He started his own channel. He was very kind and had us on there when we were talking about Chris Watts. Dave is still working on the Chris Watts case diligently with Red X Files. And I encourage you guys to go sub to Dave. He has been very, very supportive to us. He's been very kind. And everybody show Dave some love. He's in Australia. Lord knows what time it is. He's man of the future. It's got to be in the morning there sometime tomorrow. I don't know, but we're really glad that he's here. Appreciate it. So yeah, we're just going to do a little chit chat about some Gabby updates from today. And then we're going to do a Q&A from the chat. And we're just going to keep this super casual. And hey, Jonesy. And we're just going to chill. Hey, Search and Rescue Canine Mom. I'm so happy that you're here. Thank you. I'm so happy. Thanks so much, Jonesy, for coming in. Support. Oh my God, you guys. This is amazing. Lisa.
This is amazing.
Yeah.
Guys, next Friday night, Search and Rescue Mom and I still have to nail down a time. But next Friday night, she's going to be on panel over with me on case discussion, and we're going to be talking all things search and rescue dogs. She's actually going to have one of her dogs on camera with her. And
oh my God!
Teach us about all about what it takes for a dog to become certified, all the training that they have to go through, all things certification, all things rescue dogs. So come and join us. I'll post the information as soon as I have the
Can you
time
see that little creature right? I'm trying to point to him. He's asleep on the pillows up there on all his blankies. There he is, right there.
Yes, I see.
All 2.5 pounds of evil. He is evil, but I love him the most. But I'm so excited to watch that one. Search and rescue dogs are such a, hey, Debbie Ann, are such a, God, that's such a passion of mine. And I really wanted to do it with my first dog. I had a golden retriever, and I really wanted to do it with my golden retriever, and I didn't. So I did a lot of studying on it, and I'm really excited to hear what she has to say. So we will all be watching that one. That's a really good one.
Yes. When she said that she would do that, I was like, yes. And you know, when things just line up, kind of like we have, you know, you and LFT reached out to me, and this just kind of lined up, and that's the same way with Search and Rescue Mom. So I'm excited about it.
You should be excited about it. You should be excited. And I'm, like I said, in what we do, I need to be educated. So I'm going to be like soaking in like a sponge everything this person says. Capri, thanks so much. Thanks. My bangs are growing out, so everything's getting in my way. It's a pain in the butt, so that's why the braids are there. Sorry.
Look, guys, I don't usually do this, but I am going to do it tonight. I don't usually turn my camera on, but you guys have yours on.
I'm so excited. Thank you. Well, see, that makes me
you're
happy because
welcome.
we've made you comfortable.
You made me comfortable. You have.
I love that.
I usually don't. And Dave can pick at me a little bit because, as you can tell, I'm in my kitchen. I usually am in my living room when I stream, but
Are you crafting?
I knew I was going. No, I'm not crafting.
Well, then you're all right.
I'm all right. My husband's watching TV, and I said, since I'm going to be on panel, I'm going to go in the kitchen. I said, it's either there or the bedroom. If I go to the bedroom, I may go to sleep. So
I know. Well, I'm so happy that you're here. All right, we're going to cover some cool things, and then LFT had some ideas as well. I just wanted to let you guys, I didn't know this. I just heard this today, and I really wanted to get your opinion on this. A couple of things on the Gabby Petito case. Did you know that the FBI does not have phones for Brian nor Gabby?
Wait, hold on.
no, I did not know that. Their
Is Dave
phones,
still in here?
are they not
Well, I don't.
accounted for?
I thought that they had their phones. That was my understanding, was that they had their phones. It was confirmed today on the news that no phones, no Gabby and no Brian prior to the loss of Gabby.
Wait a minute.
So
They had to correct a report. Hold on, that came out in.
they just have Brian's new phone. Right. That's what I thought, Hummingbird.
Yeah,
That's exactly what I thought.
Has their phone data was reported. Law enforcement has their phone data on September 18th. I got to figure. I wrote it down who reported it, but I think it must be incorrect.
That is the new phone that Brian bought. That's not the original one that was on the trip.
Because this on the 14th is when he went and no, the 4th is when he went to AT&T.
Well, is it the 4th or the 14th? It's gone
It's
back
the
and forth
4th.
with the attorney.
It's
It is the
gone
4th.
back and forth.
It's the 4th.
But now they're saying it's the 4th, is what they're
Yeah.
saying. But it's gone back.
Shell,
and
I'm doing that
forth
right now.
with the
Shell is yelling at me to
attorney.
do something, and I am,
Oh,
as we speak, I'm trying to do it, Shell. I'm trying.
well, while you're
Hold,
doing
please.
that, did you guys hear that that Brian was added to the no-fly list on the 20th?
Yes, which makes my life so much easier because that just means that we don't, we know he didn't fly off to wherever.
Yeah, at least after the 20th he didn't. Who knows
Right.
what he did from the actual 13th or
I would have,
whatever.
I'll tell you
the
the,
missing.
I think that we would have known. We would have known. I'm pretty sure we would have known. Now you're probably going to hear an echo really quick for a second as I log in here. Just give me one
That is
second. Oh, I cannot believe how slow my internet is rolling right now. I cannot. This is such a joke.
Tia, I have satellite internet. I can promise you your internet's not any slower than mine.
Listen,
We live a mile from the city limits and we can't get anything other than satellite internet. And I hate it.
hang on, you guys. Okay. Is there an echo?
I'm scared
I
to
hope
call.
not.
You guys, thank you so much that are subscribing. Y'all are just making me just so excited and happy. I'm
should.
really
You need to-
enjoying this.
Where's
I
the
really
girl?
am, y'all.
I'm trying to mod someone. There we go. What? For goodness gracious, participant. Lordy day. So I heard today, that they did not have the. I can't right now. I can't do two things at once, Shell. You should know this.
Today's not the day to do it.
Hummingbird, you will be modded. As soon as I figure out what I'm doing wrong, we'll mod you. Because clearly you should be modded. Anyway, hey Shell, can you drop or any of the mods, can you guys drop domestic violence links, please? We want to make sure we get those out. Okay. So, to my knowledge, the FBI does not have phones for Brian or Gabby. Which, where is Gabby's phone? Hello.
I have wondered that even from the start. Like, where is Gabby's phone? Was it in the van? Was it with
I don't know.
body? Did he
Where
discard
any
it
of her
somewhere on the way home? Where is it?
Hey, Mandy, thank you for coming in. Natasha has been super duper supportive of us as well, so we always welcome her friends to our area.
Natasha is a really, really sweet woman.
She's
I'm
been
so proud to call her friend.
Oh my gosh, she's been so supportive of us starting our channel. And we're really, really grateful. And we're so grateful that we're going up against her right now, which, listen, Natasha, I hope I don't take any of your thousands of views.
We weren't really worried about it.
I was like, I hope I don't offend her by taking maybe the 10 people that she... Oh,
I
God.
think we'll get by, don't you?
We're just going to have our own fun and hope that somebody watches this later. But yes, Natasha, J is for Justice, another one. Please sub to those channels. Dave's, these are our friends. We support them. They've been very kind to us and helping us. So we want to make sure that we mention things. And, I don't typically talk about other creators here. Those are the creators we want to make sure that we support and respect. So if you guys don't mind, checking those channels out. If you haven't come from those channels, obviously, those are the big guys. So, what else do we have to go over?
You never want to forget where you came from.
I don't.
You don't ever want to forget the people and where you came from.
No, and who helped us get here.
That's exactly right.
Dave, like I said, Dave coming in is really a treat for us because we've spent hours and hours on Dave's. So, yes, Lynn too. I forgot about Lynn. I apologize for not mentioning.
Definitely Lynn.
Trauma and true crime. Yes, make sure. She's been very helpful to Natasha. I know that Natasha's really appreciated that. So does anyone have any questions before we start going here, going down the Gabby road? And I mean, we can talk about Summer, we can talk about Gabby. I don't care. Anything that is on your mind, we can discuss.
I'm fine with Gabby. I mean, I'm fine with that because I'm sure you guys probably have even more information than I have, or that I have heard.
I don't. Yeah. To be honest with you, it's funny. We're not really working this case. This is us not working the Gabby case. But it's one of those cases that touches your heart and you just can't.
I think it's because because Gabby could have been any of our friends, our sisters, our nieces.
Daughters.
Brian could have been any of our nephews, our daughters. My sons are 21 and 24. So I see a lot of, I think to myself, like, well, that could easily have been them on a road trip with their girlfriends. I mean, it could have. I would pray that they would make better decisions than Brian has made, but I think that's why their case hit so close to a lot of us is because they could be our family.
They could be. And I have a daughter who's going to be 21 in just a couple of weeks. No, 20. 20, sorry. People in my family just gasped. No, it's fine. Yes, we'll talk about that as well. We will talk about the behavioral panel as well because I love those guys. Actually, I'm going to bring that up right now really quick. Zip it. Oh, God, Shell and Hummingbird. Did you guys watch Don Wells on the behavioral panel by any chance? Did anyone see that?
I
No.
didn't see that.
The Summer Wells case? Okay. Well, it was just the interview. They're going to do a series on that, and they're going to analyze it after, I think, next week. And so it was, I mean, I thought it was a lot of the same. LFT, what are your thoughts on that?
Told you last night I haven't watched it yet because I don't want to watch it till I can watch the paper right after. I've read the stuff about it. I've kept up with the new billboards that people were saying, even coming in, I think, around, was it Alabama, Georgia? I don't know, somewhere, Nashville. They're noticing the billboards. But no, I don't want to watch it until I can watch the follow-up.
So you're going to wait till next week? Wow. I couldn't wait. Are you kidding? It was like 12:35.
Well, you asked me last night, and I was like, no. And then I was like, oh. I just like pouted for a minute that I had to wait for a week. I don't know. That's the plan as of now. I just have to keep updating all of Don's statements. He and I are okay right now. I don't want to push it too far by watching him on the behavioral panel yet.
I think it's more
I'm
accurate
curious,
than the
does
news
LFT
stations.
I didn't mean to interrupt you. Does LFT take a drink every time Don changes his statement? I'm just curious.
We'd never have her sober if she did.
Oh, let's play. Let's play. I want to just knock on the door, kick him in the nuts, and leave.
Oh, God. He is just... Well, I can tell you from my perspective... Really, Mandy? That's interesting. Mandy says, I live in East Tennessee, and I'm appalled even with this case. I've never received...
I got woken up the other night, and what day did I get home from travel? Monday, like Tuesday morning at 1:37, my phone started going off like major like storm alert, and son of a gun, it was an Amber Alert for someone out of like Greensboro or something. I don't know, but it was. I mean, it woke me up, and I was like, clearly we get them around here.
I was very surprised, but it was a good interview. I want to see what the behavioral panel has to say about his. I want to see the reactions because I don't. I know what my reaction was, but I'm not an expert, so I look forward to seeing theirs. Mandy, that's interesting. I would. It's really good. It's really good. The stories are all the same stories you've heard before from Don Wells. There's no, in my opinion, no, oh my gosh, but it's his body language, what he says. That's what I want to get their take on.
And a lot of times it's not even so much what they say, it's how they say it too.
Say it.
Oh, Tasha pushed hers back an hour, so it's big overlap. Tattoos. Really? Like I said, I hope I don't offend her. It's not my intention to offend her.
I don't. Natasha would have enough time to stay on her live, come over, say hey, and chat, and keep going. We are fine. Well,
the people that we are mods here in this group, and I know you appreciate your mods so much, Case Discussion. We do too. Our mods are our friends. And I have one more to mod tonight, which I will take care of. But they are used to modding for other channels who have thousands. So occasionally I text
Capri and Rose are mine.
Capri and Rose. We have Shell, Lisa, and Hummingbird, and all do J for Justice. So I'm like, hope you guys don't fall asleep when you're doing ours.
That's what I think too. I'm like, they go in like these 3,000 and 4,000 subs in there, and they're like, arms going everywhere, handling everything, and then Rose and Capri will come into mine, and they're like 10 or 15 people in there, and I'm like, oh man, and I've got like 3 or 4. But I had to mod a lot of people like right at first because I got attacked one day. But
Did you
a
really?
very nice person. I really did. Natasha really came for my backup. That's why I will always have her back. Um, yeah, a not so
Oh
nice
wow.
creator and her subs decided to come and attack me one morning,
I'm so sorry.
and Rose, oh, it's okay. I'm fine. I'm fine now. Rose texts Natasha's like, "Case needs you now," and Natasha came in. And Natasha was almost like, "Hold my beer. I've got this." And
Yeah.
she really did. She had my back, and that's why I say, I'll always have Natasha's back. I'll always have my mods backs. And actually, Rose was saying, "Give me a wrench," and I'm like, "Rose, that's a really good idea, but I don't know how to give you a wrench." And so she was texting me literally like, "This is what you got to do. Do this, do this," because
Well,
I didn't tell anyone when I was going live that day. I just decided to go live, but anyway.
Oh, so you did kind of a sneak attack.
And it kind of backfired on me, but it's okay.
They're not working
Aw.
shells.
I don't get my links.
Okay. What are we doing?
I'm trying to fix something. Sorry. I'm still working on fixing things. That's what I'm doing.
Okay. Well,
Um,
I was thinking earlier case discussion. I want to know because I've been sitting here redoing it again. I was like, let's get your thoughts. What about if we walk through just the laundries? And I don't mean to say even just Brian, but since he's been back in Florida, like make sure we've got the correct dates, based on all the changes and the movements.
Oh wow, yeah.
And maybe, I figured because that's what's changing now more than.
That's what's changing, yes, and
Yeah.
it's scary that it's almost changing daily.
Yeah.
Sometimes hourly. The lawyers
I was gonna
came out and said, oh no, it was actually this day or this time
This day.
or whatever. But
the dirty laundries. Yeah.
the dirty
Hashtag-
yeah.
Hashtag those damn dirty laundries, because
But that
There
was
we
what I
go.
was thinking at one point. I don't know.
okay.
If anyone else thinks, because I saw, okay, wait.
And also, chat, just because we're up here doing this, please, please, please jump in with questions. If you don't mind actually writing the word question out, question, da, da, da. That way we'll see it and we can answer as we're going along here. But so you're thinking of going through September 1st when he returned without Gabby? Is that what you're thinking? Okay. Well, we have a good idea what happened those first couple of days, but
Well, okay, wait. First, she made, hold on, the reservation. Was it August for when she changed them, when she had it done for
she who doing what?
Roberta, when she changed the reservations the first time?
Uh-huh.
Didn't she make one of them on August like 24th? And then I think she did. I think she switched them right at, hold on, Mom last week.
She did. I don't know what date it was, but she
Yeah.
did.
So she changes it. That's what I just want to make sure. I don't know. If anyone else in chat like that's stupid, don't do it. I'm not offended at all. But I just was trying to get
No. It's totally fine. Yes, she did change it. My guess is because Brian probably got in touch with her and said, I'm coming home, or I'll be there in 2 hours.
Yeah.
Oh, there you
I
go,
was thinking it
Hummingbird.
was
She changed it
around
8:31. There you go.
31. Okay, I knew it was something. It was so.
Someone aggressively hammered a sign into their yard. Oh, I didn't see that. I haven't watched a lot today, I'll be honest with you. All right, so we know, so she switched, interesting, the day before he came home, so he was on the way home, and she switched the dates.
Yeah. And then
Roberta?
You got some explaining to do, woman.
And then
Wow.
the lawyer keeps saying there was only one trip planned the whole time.
The lawyer, okay, the lawyer is horrible. Can we discuss this guy for a minute? I mean, oh, he is the worst. I mean, honestly, I hope he never leaves because we're gonna ensure with him that Brian's going to jail. I
He's
swear
going
to
be the
God.
downfall of Brian. He is going to be the downfall. He is.
Well, my
like,
attorney
he is
said
not
this.
Mm-hmm.
He's horrible.
He is.
And I know he's a general practitioner attorney, but general attorney, whatever.
But he's in over his head for sure.
Oh my gosh. For
in my opinion.
sure. I agree.
He's
I don't know if he's a Georgian or Louisiana. I know he's in New York. He may be licensed elsewhere, but he's in New York. He's on Long Island, and he's like a real estate attorney. He's a family friend. Question: am I the only person who missed the video of CL laughing it up with the FBI and the gate? I didn't see it, but I did hear it. I mean, I heard about it. I didn't see it. Yeah. Yeah. Yes, out of state though. Yes, he is in New York. Who knows where he's licensed to, this guy. Hey, Catherine, thanks. All right, so we know that she changed it on the 31st. He comes home on the 1st, and coincidentally, they go pick up the kids. Cassie's kids, from school.
Was that on the first though?
That's what she said.
That's what Cassie said, they
They showed up on the
Mom and
1st.
Dad wanted to pick them up from school and surprise them with their Uncle Brian.
Okay.
But I still cannot believe that no one asked, that those kids did not ask at all, where's Aunt Gabby?
I'm sure they did. I just want to know the story that he told.
That's,
Yeah.
you know what, the least, yeah. And by that, though, they can say, oh, she's at home resting. I mean, I want to know what the story is that Brian came home with.
Yeah.
Dear Mom and Dad, I'm missing a human. Like, I lost my wallet. I lost my phone. I lost my person. I mean, like, I don't understand. And I'm making it's not funny. It really, truly isn't funny.
It's really
but
not funny, but
I just don't know how you can.
You're coming home in her vehicle. You're coming home in her vehicle that's licensed to her, registered to her, but you're coming home without her. How do you explain that? Mom and Dad, I left on a trip 2 months ago. I was supposed to be gone for 3 months. I came home a month early. Sorry, but I came home without Gabby. But we're not going to talk about it.
Yeah, I just no. There has to have been some kind of excuse, conversation. I don't know what it was. I would love to know what the conversation was when he rolls in and they said, "Hey, where's Gabby?" And he's like, "Oh yeah, what do you come up with? What do you come up? Nothing that I can think of."
They better have a good explaining.
It's either that she met someone or ran off. Like she met someone.
That's exactly what I think. LFT.
Or it was like that she got emotional if he already tells them, like, with the OCD, or just that she just had a moment and she just wigged out. Like he blames it all on her. She just wigged out and left.
Firestarter said, what was the story? What story did Brian tell his parents to get an attorney? Well, that's exactly it. That's exactly what I'm trying to figure out. Like, what do you say to your parents?
It depends. I want to know what he said to him when he was at home for those 5 days, or the 17th through the 23rd. If he
Yes, I do too.
Yeah. To know if he gave any indication then. Because then for him to come home on the 1st and technically didn't have to deal with it in terms of no one speaking about Gabby really until the 11th. I bet they didn't get the lawyer until, I think they knew it was coming, but I don't think he had a lawyer when he got home. I think they got him one though a couple days later. I don't think it was instantaneous. He got home and there was an attorney, like,
I have almost wondered if he had it in the back of his mind, kind of like the Chris Watts kind of deal of planning it almost in the back of his mind when he came home that week.
day, or then
And
dealing
then when
with
he
it.
went back, he carried the act out.
Yeah.
Well, okay, I need to back up on that whole returning home. So they go on this trip to these national parks. And in the middle of the trip, after a really bad argument on the 12th, he decides he has to come back to move some things out of storage to save some money. So how much money are they paying for this storage unit, number one? I mean, the way I looked at the most that they could pay is $75. And that is extraordinarily expensive right in that area. So he empties that out and they save $75 for the next month. But you've just paid 5 days at $150 at a hotel for Gabby while she's waiting for him, plus $267 for an airline ticket. Food, I'm not getting this. How are we saving money?
And then I read somewhere, and please forgive me, I can't remember where I read it, that during that time that he was gone, that Gabby's dad actually had to DoorDash her food to the hotel at least once.
I heard that as
So
well.
evidently, money was not, there wasn't a whole lot of money, or either that or she was just scared to go out by herself. But if that were the case, why wouldn't she just order the food herself and have it DoorDash?
Well, I agree with you on all those counts.
I think they had to add money to her card at one point, which is why he did do it. Ordered it, which is why I do think she had an easy $1,000 for him to withdraw funds from, because they put more money in the account. It's not.
Yeah. And that's what's really stinky to me too, is that, I mean, yes, it's bad if he used her money to get home. But dude, you used her parents' money that they were nice enough to put into her account for y'all to have, thinking you were going to have it on your trip. And then you go and use essentially their money to get your cowardly butt home. Sorry.
No, it's true.
Yeah, you can't use it. I think they've got to come up with a better story by the time Brian Laundrie's located in terms of expenses, because I don't think.
Domino's Pizza, is that what her dad sent?
Yeah, he sent him like a pizza.
I mean,
I just don't. I think it can't be expensive. You're gonna expensive. I don't know how they're gonna spend that.
I don't know.
But they were thinking about extending the trip.
The two missing girls in that area are unrelated. Oh, two teenage girls now, that I'm not sure of. But the other two women, the newlyweds, are unrelated, as far as we can tell thus far.
I went down that rabbit hole yesterday, and the best I could tell as well, it didn't seem like that they were related.
Yeah, I don't think.
We went down the rabbit hole, I think, this past weekend a bit, and we found that, I think it was John Freeman Colt was the guy who escaped from the mental, and his list of dirty deeds seems like it fits with the MO of these poor women. The two missing, one's 15 and one's 17. I don't know about this. If you want to send me information on it, I'd be happy to deep dive it, though. I don't know about that case, actually, and if it's any.
I haven't heard about that either.
All right, sorry, I keep getting off track, but
didn't have the van and said we broke up is one thing, but to have the van, yeah. And the fact that he acts like the van's his the whole time, even when they got pulled over. Like, are you comfortable with her driving the car? I would have been like, get the F out. Yes.
That's exactly right.
You want to check the registration on that sucker while you're at it? Like, goodness gracious.
Well, I think she was just, God. I just want to give this girl a hug so bad. She was just broken, and she's a fixer. You can see that. And she just, Muck boys, what's up? Thanks for coming in. I don't know. She just breaks my heart, and I want to raise her up to be like such a like I would with my own daughter. You know, like oh, you don't want to date that guy. You know, you can't fix him.
Yeah.
But you know, I'm sure that her parents didn't know the extent of what was going on.
I'm sure that they did.
Okay,
Her
wait.
mom doesn't seem to me like the type that would have let her stay in that without a thought from her, herself. She just doesn't seem like the type that would have been okay with her staying in that relationship.
Oh, and God help Brian if her dad found out, right?
Oh
Like,
my
he looks
goodness.
like,
Or either one of her dads.
or, yes,
I would
yes.
wait for either one of her dads to get their hands, because they said that her stepdad actually flew to Wyoming when they realized her last known location, and was actually there to tentatively identify her remains when she was found.
I think there was.
God bless that guy. God bless that guy.
I finally listened to the whole thing, the Dr. Phil last night, and I think it was I think they all knew. I mean, like they knew, or I think he said he knew it. Had the gut of needing to go out there, knowing that she didn't leave there, and then the mom, her mom saying, especially when they found out that the van, after she reported her missing, that the van was in Florida, she was like, I mean, you can't explain. There's no reason. There's no reason for that.
Okay, so question from me. Where do you guys think, and we'll start with case discussion, where do you think Brian is? Hypothetically, I mean, we're all like, we don't know. Nobody knows. But where do you think he is? Where is he hiding?
I'm starting to lean, honestly, I'm starting to think toward the Appalachian Mountains. Or the Appalachian Trail, because they've searched the reservoir, they've searched the campground. I mean, really, the only place that they haven't searched that I can tell that people have talked about is the Appalachian Trail or the Appalachian Mountains. So, but I don't think he's in that area. Yeah.
What do you think?
I go back and forth. I don't think he's out of the country.
No.
I don't know.
All right, chat. You guys get to weigh in and tell us where do you think he is?
I mean, where he's got to be near water. He's got to be somewhere to go by water or to go by a trail. In terms, I think, of hopping right now, of moving at this point, not before. Oh, please don't be in North Carolina. I don't want more of these people around. Like, seriously, can we not? Someone said they spotted him. Like, there was a thing on my Facebook that said spotted in New Bern, and I was like, shut the front door. No, he is not. I
Have the parents?
I am. Oh, wait, am I in?
I'm in
North Carolina?
Tennessee.
Oh, you are in Tennessee? Oh, that's so funny. I have family in Tennessee. Well, my grandparents used to live there, but I had an uncle who was, we used to go to Dyersburg all the time. That's where he was. And then my grandparents.
You think Brian? See, that's my other thing, is that he's kind of in plain sight. I think they're looking for something specific.
The bird! He's in the belly of a gator. I mean,
they found a cracked Apple Watch around some.
Yeah. Poetic justice, I think, but you think New York? Oh, I think.
All of that.
Wow.
I go back and forth. I really do. I go back and forth, and I think I have thought he's been on the Appalachian Trail for a while now. That was my go-to before Dog got involved and all that. I thought, okay, that's where he is because that makes sense. But after learning more about him, I don't think he is that far from home. I don't think he's capable. I think he's a little bitch.
I mean, but
I think he needs his mom.
I was kind of thinking that too. In some way, he's not gonna get far away from mommy.
Exactly. That's my thought process.
He will. I mean, he's
I think he's in the garden.
Yes, the front.
I just read that too. He's in the garden. Oh my goodness.
Oh,
It's
listen.
hilarious.
If y'all think he's in the garden, I can't with you. I mean, I can't.
I'm more worried what it says about our country if he's in the garden.
you. Oh my God, I'm so happy that you're here. Thank you for coming in. We appreciate you. I can't with that whole garden thing. I mean, you really think there's a bunker under there? They had time to build a bunker.
Or unless I don't think unless they had one.
And the neighbors didn't know about it.
But
The cat.
But y'all have
Amen.
to stop and think of it. What everything else that's been weird about this case. I mean, come on. It's
Listen, nothing.
at this point.
I was gonna say nothing will surprise me.
At this point, it's really not to I don't think you can exactly debunk a sighting, but you can debunk a sighting, but not the possibilities of that he could still be there because no one knows where the. Yeah, that's what the parents said. Why not? Everyone should keep. Oh, turn your volume up, Shell. Because then I say it and then I run.
Oh, crazy mama! Thanks for joining us. We're so happy you could be here.
Thank you guys so much.
Yeah. So. I mean, I don't know. I thought that he might be on the Appalachian Trail. Now I think he's closer to home, hiding out, being helped. And the sooner they can find him, the better, as far as I can.
Unless they built it in one of their other...
They didn't build it years ago because there's no permits. We looked it up. You have to have a permit. And there's no permits. There's no the tax. It would have to show somewhere. So no, sorry guys, there ain't no bunker. I don't think he's on the Appalachian Trail. I think he's probably okay. So he is a camper. Okay, he's not a survivalist. You think he's dead?
In a tree. I just don't.
I lean toward that a lot. I lean toward that he's dead.
Oh God!
In a lot of ways, I hope not, because I would love to see him brought in handcuffs and have to face justice. He was already a coward, leaving Gabby out there by herself like that, and he deserves to face justice.
It is getting
cold. It is getting cold, and I learned a whole bunch with that Dr. Phil episode with the parents. Oh my God, Capri. We're gonna pin.
He probably will have drawn on his own head and been talking to himself.
Where'd it go? Where'd it go? There it is.
Do you mind if I ask y'all about what you think about what made Cassidy finally come out and talk? Do you think it was
I don't mind.
She was going to do the ABC interview and she wanted to get the protesters to be quiet?
No. I mean, I think that, I think it could be part of it. Yes. I do think it could be part of it. I'll let LFT go. What is your opinion?
I thought her first one, when she first did an interview, was kind of strange and random because it didn't have much to say. And then right after that?
Right before the ABC interview is when she went outside and talked on the lawn for 20 minutes.
I know, but so that one seems more her walking out to speak them for 20 minutes seems more normal and realistic than the other two interviews that she's given to me. I think now she's doing it because I think she is realizing that she's going to get she's going to get in trouble and somehow, could be responsible for in some way, shape, or form. And then she's also this is effed up. This is something that's happened, and we are in big ass mess, and I'm not going down for it.
I think it's NK's fault. Blame CW. True story. Blame it on
Oh
Watts.
my goodness.
I think
Yeah.
that. Oh God, what do I think?
I hope she gets
I
her
don't
own
know.
attorney. Had she gotten an attorney? Did she say she got one?
I don't
I
know.
don't think
I
she had
think
an attorney at the interview. Mm-mm.
I can't. I mean, I hope she gets her own.
I do too.
I do
She's
too.
gonna need her own.
I think it's trying to save her own ass. I do think that. I also think she was frustrated, and I truly believe, and maybe I'm way off base, and I'm willing to eat crow, but I think she just got tired of it. I think she doesn't have anybody helping her, and she's like, "What the heck?" Like, these people are now coming to my house. I have kids. I'd be livid. First of all, if people were screaming outside
Oh,
my
I'd be
house
hot. Mhm.
and my kids, oh Lord, she came out way classier than I would. I would have been guns blazing and curse words
Oh, I
flying.
would have
I
been
mean,
too.
I think
so
There would have been a lot of bleeping having to be done to done to my to what
honestly,
I said.
I think she was frustrated and like no one's helping me. I have to save myself. I have to watch, this is my family. No, my parents aren't even talking to me. They're all helping my brother and
I think her husband
My
probably
brother
was
should
like,
got us
"We're
in this
not."
mess to start with.
Yeah.
yep.
I mean, she's got her. I don't, and I don't blame them for getting an attorney at the beginning anyway. Like I'm with everybody else. Hell yes, I would lawyer up too, but then it's the way you play it after you lawyer up speaks volumes. Like I have no issue with him getting a lawyer. I think that's actually the smartest freaking thing he needed to do. I mean, but I don't understand the logic and the thought process of how it's played out since obtaining a lawyer. You can't just like hand a piece of paper through a mailbox or through a door and be like, "This is our only statement and that's it because we have a lawyer." I mean,
Lufa just wrote, let's hook Brian and NK up. I actually thought about this today when I was looking at pictures of them on the great sand dunes. I was like,
yeah.
think they'd get along beautifully. Those two gross people.
Do you know what I actually said the other day, guys, when Dog was hunting on searching on Honeymoon Island? I said the only thing that would make that better is for NK to be there to put the handcuffs on Brian on Honeymoon Island and Dog walk him out. That
Amen.
would seal it right there.
That'd be it. I'll be honest. I feel for Cassie. I feel like she doesn't really know what's going on. I do think they've kept her in the dark, and probably for safety reasons. Maybe her parents are protecting her.
Parents are going to do something to themselves at some point too. I know we talked about that with Wells, but I can see him like one of them like caving under this pressure. Like I don't know. That's my biggest fear.
They
Like,
can't keep this up forever.
Never. Yeah.
That's
Like how do
too
you keep this
heavy.
up?
Yeah. That's
Ooh,
too
I never
heavy
thought
to
about that
carry
with
forever.
them. Wells, I can see, but them, I don't
See, in a
know.
weird
I guess.
way, it's
So do y'all think they actually went camping on the 6th through the 8th?
Yeah,
Do you think that's like
They
a definite
stayed
date? That's
outside
what
the
I'm
night.
thinking too.
I really do. I really do. I do think they went from the 6th to the 8th. They constantly contradict themselves. Constantly. I mean, this whole case is just complete contradictory from start to finish between what the attorney says and what Brian says and what his parent says. The only people that are telling the truth, God bless them, are Gabby Petito's family. And they barely have any truth to tell.
Yeah.
But you're exactly right. And can I just tell you how wonderful it is to see the two families come together
Oh yeah.
and
That gives me
and rent
goosebumps.
a house to grieve together and to mourn Gabby's loss. And so their children, her brothers and sisters, they could be together and not have to be worried about being in separate homes and all that. And the parents could come together even at a time like that. And
Yeah.
That was just amazing to me.
That's a tribute to each one of the four of them.
Yeah.
Because in no way can that be easy for you to hang out with your ex, number one, and now your ex's spouse on both, both sides. That can't be easy.
It
But
seems like
can't
they've
be
done it for a while, though. It seems like they had a good relationship, though. Both sides.
I don't know if they did or not, but I can tell you that they are truly a testament on how you want to handle
If you're
things
gonna
and
do it,
co-parent.
how you- But their mom, Gabby's mom said that Gabby always joked about wanting them to get a big house and all move in together anyway, because she
I
said they
know.
all got along that well. And I was like, you don't hear that with I've never heard that from a divorced couple, that the child was wanting them to all move into one house together.
No, it's really a tribute to all four of them that they have kind, forgiving, loving hearts, and that they're focused on the right thing. I think that's kind of amazing. I really think that's kind of amazing.
I don't know. I'm sorry. Did someone in chat?
No, go right ahead.
I don't know if his parents, if that's true or not. Has that been confirmed that they were going to get a divorce? His parents.
I had heard that they were getting divorced last November, but I don't know if that's true or not.
I had heard that too, but I haven't saw it like black and white. Anything to say, okay, we can save this here and.
Lufa, that is, oh my God, you just made me tear up. You just made me tear up.
But
she did bring a lot of people together.
Gabby did bring a lot of people together. And, I actually said when they found her body, I said, she was our family for a week, but she will forever be in our hearts. And that's, that's just the way that she changed the way that a lot of us look at life. And I think, a lot of us even look at our friends, their relationship, our family members' relationships, to see if they're in a domestic violence situation. We reevaluate everything around us.
Yeah, I agree with that. I definitely agree with that. Hi, Miranda. Welcome. We really appreciate you being here. I did see you wrote something, but I wanted to catch it because now I lost it. I don't know where it went. Where did she write something? Hi. Imagine the tension in that house.
That house has to be feeling extremely small, like the walls closing in on you.
I don't think there's enough money for me to hang out in that house as an outside party.
I was going to say, if I were Cassie, I don't think I'd want to go visit that house right now anyway.
I know my kids wouldn't go over there. That's for damn sure. No, I think that house is real small right now. I think it was small to begin with. I think now it must be like really uncomfortable. Really uncomfortable. But I love what Lufa said there. And Gabby did bring a lot of people together. And she brought a lot of awareness to many subjects, not just domestic violence, which I think is really important, but also missing kids. Her dad talks about no color and no, social status or anything, that they just want to help kids. Missing kids, and I think that's super duper important. I love that he said that. Brought a light to domestic violence, yes, but I mean so many other important issues. She's brought an awareness that, God love her. I wish she were here. So, and I'm sure I can't even
see it. I wish she could see it, but
I'm super glad that her parents are who they are as far as gracious people, kind, humble people. We watched last night, what did we watch with Banfield with her dad on there?
Yeah.
Did you guys see that?
I didn't get to watch
So
all
good.
of it. I saw a little bit of it.
I loved it. I loved it. I loved her dad on there. It broke my heart, but I thought with he's in a good, he's in a terrible group, but he's in a good group with Natalie Holloway's mom, Beth Holloway,
Karen,
Aaron.
yeah.
Oh, running. Oh, forgive me. I'm so sorry. And John Walsh. Of course, John Walsh. I hope so, Lufa. I hope so. I love Ashley Banfield. I think she's amazing. And I thought she did a great job last night with a very tough situation. I thought she did an amazing job. So I was really. It's just her dad is. He's quite a guy. My heart just goes out to each and every one of them.
Interviews those parents, whoever interviews either set of those parents needs to do it with kid gloves, because it's a delicate situation, and it needs to be somebody like Banfield or Dr. Phil, or I've saw a lot of people say a lot of things about Dr. Phil talking to them. But Dr. Phil also brings a lot of resources that they need right now. The counselors and things like that they need.
I'm not so sure, Uncle. Okay. Dr. Phil wasn't the one who got them the house, too. I'm pretty sure he was the one that got them the house.
So too, because they said thank you for something, and they weren't going to be specific what it was about, and so I'm wondering if he wasn't the one behind that.
Yeah. We hope you come back, Fly High. We hope you come back. I love the Chipmunk stories too. They made me cry as well. And the other thing, we have a tribute video coming out for Gabby. I worked on it a bit today. But those stories they're warming. I mean, I get choked up because this poor girl,
be any of our family.
she could be. And this was preventable. This was preventable. And that makes me angry.
The way that I feel about it, and the way that I thought, and other people may see it differently, but if those cops in Utah had just done their jobs, and realized that she was being abused, she would still be, because I'm pretty sure if they would have arrested Brian, she would have called mom or dad one and said, look, this has happened. I need to come home. And one of them would have came and helped her, got her vehicle home. But
Lufa said, I moved to the mountains a year ago and it reminded me of the beauty all around me. That's amazing. I love that. I love that one of the messages. Go ahead. Sorry, what?
No,
I love that one of the messages that Gabby's mom was talking about was live your life, live your dream, do the things, take the trip, use the good china, all the things that you hear people, I'm going to save this for, another day. I'm going to say, do the thing. And I love hashtag do the thing for Gabby, because I think that, that was her spirit. And so many of us have that desire, but may not follow through. You dream of going to that national park and camping outside, but she did it.
Yeah,
that's admirable.
She did it.
Buy those shoes. Yes.
But I said, I almost wish at this point that, damn, I wish they had taken her in. At this point, I would have rather her even been, you know what I mean?
Arrested.
Arrested, and I don't mean that in the bad way at all. I'm just like, get her the F out of there.
That's true. Either way, she would probably be safe now.
Yeah, I mean, I know it would have been hard. I mean, I don't want her to have the charges. I don't want the ramifications of it for her, which I think could have been dropped anyway. But I really wish, almost like at this point, yeah, I wish they had. I mean, because she admitted that she slapped him. Okay, do it. But he was too much of an ass, and he wouldn't even press charges because he knew he couldn't press charges. He knew it. I mean, I think at the end of the day, with everything else that could have come out, but I do think and I know that's horrible to say, but
No, you're right,
yeah,
though. If they
I
had
agree.
just taken her in, she would probably be safe right now.
There's a different,
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah,
oh, it's not always physical, Izzy. You're absolutely right. And you know what? The scars from
Exactly.
emotional are 10 times worse than the
Worse.
physical. And I don't know about
The
you, but I've been in some pretty crappy relationships that left some horrible scars that others have had to pay for,
yeah.
if you know what I mean. You know, you carry those things with you and you take that on to your next person and they pay the price for your fears. And I did that with my husband, and thank God my husband was stronger and smarter and more secure and finally looked at me and was like, I'm not leaving, so you can stop it. And I was like,
I think someone has requested the woman's footage, the trail or the body cam. I think they have put in a
I think
request.
that has been requested.
Yeah. I would love to make some Freedom of Information Act requests as well, but not yet.
Lufa, I think it's brilliant that you're secure enough that you
Yeah.
choose. Like, there's a difference between being single and lonely, and I need that guy, even though he's a terrible guy. But you saying, no, I'm not doing that. Like that, oh, God, you give me goosebumps, and I want to high five you so bad right now and be like, yes,
That's
girl.
exactly right.
Yes.
Yes.
All the things that
world
Lufa,
you can do
yes.
it. Yes, by yourself. Show the world you can do it by yourself. More power
Yes.
to you.
They left her to drive the van when she told them she was
Oh,
nervous. Yeah, that's true. She even, was asking about how far she would need to drive, and because she's not like, it's just heart wrenching. Like, she's like, I can do it, but like, is it really far? Because he does most of the driving. I just still can't. I don't get it. I don't get it. And I don't, his whereabouts from the 27th, August 27th-ish. Well, not including him coming home in August, but the 27th-ish. And then now, I just want to dig into it. I can't. And then the changing of the sticker, like putting new stickers on the car, and like he kept going as normal.
That was so weird to me.
That was weird to me too. Like, who thinks to put different stickers on the back of the
car? And then
Yeah.
I wonder how much, if he changed stuff in the inside. Like, what else did he do to it?
What did he get rid of?
Yeah.
I
What
don't
did
know.
he
That's
get
what I'm asking. Like, I'm wondering, like, what else was changed in that van?
And I'm still going back to he flew home under the premise of cleaning out that storage unit to save probably $75 or $100 at the max.
Right.
But they spent at least $500, probably
At
at
least
the hotel, like you said.
it was about $1,000. It was about $800 just the cost of the hotel. Then you do the taxes and the food, whatever. I don't know. You think they were to cover up bullet holes?
Yeah,
That's an interesting theory.
And do you think there? So obviously, you think there was a gun, possibly.
Oh, wow.
I had not thought about that. That is a really wicked theory.
Someone said in one of my chats one day that they wondered if when he came home, if he actually took a gun back with him. But I'm thinking, how would he have gotten a gun onto the airplane? That wouldn't have been possible.
It's either had to have been there. I hope. I mean, I don't. didn't begrudge him at all for having a firearm on a trip such as that.
Oh, no. But
Yeah, definitely. Like,
I would hope that he wouldn't have flown home to get the gun to do this, though.
Well, I tried to think about that too, and I thought, how would he get it back there? I honestly, I mean, until I hear what her cause was, I have my own theory on her passing.
I'm nervous to hear that.
I'm very nervous, and I am praying to God I'm wrong.
I think he beat the crap out of her.
I do too.
I do too.
I do too.
Yeah, I think when
I think he's a hands-on kind of fella, and I'd like to get my hands on him. I really would. Like, there's very few people. Chris Watts is one of them. Oh, Lord have mercy. One day, 15 minutes, a baseball bat, and me and Chris Watts. Ooh.
I mean,
Yeah, you're frozen.
It could have even been something like him, like one shot, like, before it really went physical. And if she fell and hit her head on a rock, if she fell and did, like.
I thought a rock too, because of all the. Sorry, cast off around.
I think that's what some of them are too. I do believe that's cast off, possibly.
I'm trying to be really careful. We can hear you. Uh-oh.
Oh, wait.
Now where'd she go?
Now it's thinking.
It's thinking.
Hold on.
Denise, yay, we got you back. Are you back? Can you hear us, case discussion? Can you hear us?
Strangulation makes sense, but
I don't think she can hear us.
Yeah. Kind of wonder if.
LFK, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. I can hear you.
Tia?
Yeah.
I just shook my head. We all hear you. You can't hear us, though. Go out and come back. Can you come back? We need you back.
That's what I did.
Yeah. Yeah, a rock, maybe.
Yeah.
I think it was trying to scare and accidentally shot her. You think it was accidental?
Everyone, I guess she can't.
Oh, she's frozen again. To tag evidence, I do think you beat her to that. I fly high. I think so. Chat hears you. Case discussion. Hopefully you can come back. Hopefully you can hear us. I don't think he shot her. I think, like I said, in my opinion, which is uneducated, I'm not a cop, just looking at him, I think that he probably put hands on her and did. Yeah.
I just think if she was strangled, they would have released maybe part of that. It appears,
Weapon of opportunity using nature. Yep.
Oh, wait, yep. But I feel like, don't you think they would say something if it would, homicide by what appears to be like strangulation or.
Well, I would think, and maybe it's just me being dumb. I think he started hitting her and started running. Okay. Well, you know that they were camping at the site that she died. Yeah. They were camping right there. So, which is one of the things that I learned. They were actually camping at that specific site. So I think it was like an opportunity. Yeah, it could be, Denise.
I was thinking that, or if by any chance there was at all any kind of rock or limb or branch used.
He just wanted her to shut up according to her own words. I know.
Yeah.
I believe that. Gosh darn it. It just. She has become everyone's daughter. Like case discussion said, everyone's niece, everyone's, and no one wants to see this happen again. And then I really, really hope that this isn't one of those. I really hope that this is one of those situations where we're all talking about it right now, but once he's called a month from now, we don't talk about her again. Like, I want to make sure that we're keeping her legacy alive and the things that, that she went through are, I can't believe we lost case discussion. Come back.
22. Oh, Lufa.
I'm not going to lie. She was me at 22. 100%. 100% was with the worst guy. The worst. If you're watching, you were a jerk to me. And I allowed it. I ate it up like I was supposed to. And I hope that other girls see this and realize that this is not good. This is not the way we handle things.
God, I was a senior in, wait, how old? 22? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, I turned 21, junior, 22. Yeah, senior year. Oh man, college. I can't even think about, I mean, at that point I wasn't even ready to go travel or do anything. For some odd reason, I was thinking they had graduated. Don't tell us what to do, Shell.
Muck boys.
Do
Muck
it.
boys, I'm so happy you're here to lighten the mood when need be. You just have a way of doing that for the last year. I want to say, yeah.
Do, Shell. Yes, Shell.
Yeah, don't tell us what to do, Shell. Yeah, okay, I'll hide behind Muck Boys too and say that, but I ain't saying it to her face. I'll tell you that much.
Young and naive. Yes, young and naive. And
Yeah.
just she placated him, I think, and just had to keep the peace. Don't ruffle the feathers. Don't muddy the waters or create more waves. I think that's all she knew.
Yeah.
And I think when it was good, it was good. And when it was bad, it was bad.
I agree.
Honestly, just ignore her. That's so true. Oh,
Denise, the van door closing slowly.
I
I've not seen that. I think the van door's closed. So, LFT and I have had conversation after conversation. Kevin, can't you see that? I'm like,
I
no.
was like, it took a long time. Like, I don't know. When they zoomed it in, I was like, yes, I could kind of see it. But at the same time, I don't know if it's the angle and the lighting of the, like them traveling on that road and kind of going around those corners, if it actually makes it. Oh, no.
Oh, no. You can't get StreamYard to load back up? Oh, well, keep trying because we're going to be on for a few minutes and we'd love to have you back on. I hate that you just got kicked off.
I could see it kind of closing. I mean, I'm not totally against him, like someone kind of peeking out of that car, because that's the side that would need to be slightly open, and that's the side that's open first, and then the black rubber kind of would be lining the inside, the closed, the other half of the back door that would be closed is where you have more of the black rubber, cushioning or whatever it is for like closing the door. Shut up. I can see your face. You know that, don't you?
Yeah, I don't see it. I just don't see it. Everyone else, and I feel dumb, I'll tell you, because everyone else is like, oh yeah, did you see that? And I'm like,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah, I did, because it's like it's slightly cracked. It's not
See?
wide open. It's not wide
Tattoos
open.
sees it. I don't
Yeah.
see it.
Once they zoomed it in like that, I could see, and it made sense with how those doors open and how the rubber lining it within the door jam, so it closes and blocks out the water. That's the darker stuff that you see, because that's the black that you would see even if the door is slightly open, not the ladder.
Yeah,
So it makes sense.
pie-eyed Mickey, yes. Amen to that. I think shutter down those vacation homes near the parents. Natasha is the one who actually introduced me to that thought. And I think that I just read Lufa's thing, and no one should ever see anyone on a 65-inch TV. That's awful. Hi, Lufa. I just...
See, that's what I was wondering. Mutt Boys, do you think you saw the car open, door open and closed, right, Mutt Boys? No one. It's her just. I want to know.
Sitting inside reading and changing, I heard the car coming. It didn't want to dust.
Yeah, and didn't. So, do you think something happened in the car, or do you think she was in the van at all?
I think she died where they were camping. That's what I.
Where they were camping. See, that's what kind of got me.
I think they probably got over there. She set up the best she could. She's been placating him all day. And he loses his I think he just loses his shit. I think he loses his shit and kills her.
Someone was digging too. Okay.
What's that?
I just was reading. It says, I saw it, but I'll let someone convince me someone was digging too. So, not. No, I think it was before. Okay, I did too. Because my thought was, it was still light out, and if it had happened and she was still out there, was that him just being careful, walking, opening the door, but heard a car coming? But I agree. I think it just was happenstance.
Catherine, me too.
Yeah.
Me too. The orange spots, I think, I don't know, because I'm not 1,000% convinced that she died of gunshot. I think that some of those may have been previous gunshots. I think where she died and you see that circle of all the orange dots, I think tragically may have been cast off.
Or just marking.
I don't know.
Of a crime scene, who knows? But
thank you, Mandy.
Oh my gosh, don't even start talking about how far 900 feet or yards. 3 football fields.
So somebody I know. No, where is it? This way. This one over here. Is like, oh, she died right here, and I'm like, that's 4. I'm measuring while we're on it. I'm like, that is 43 feet. She did not die 43 feet. She died 900 feet away. She's going, nope, that's it. Nope. Nope. 43 feet is not good. Nope.
And I go walk across. I can walk 900 feet. And I was just imagining myself trying to measure it out, like walking foot in front of a foot when you're too lazy to actually measure. Mm-hmm. You're like, and I was like, 900 feet would be,
They were able to say it was homicide. I agree. So it must have been obvious. Yes. They said they mark a bush off at the crime scene when they don't have tape. Okay, thank you for that, Catherine. I'm glad that you said that. I just wonder what it was there that made them. Yes, Denise, we were just talking about that. Yes, we did. That was heart-wrenching. Aaron Runyon, thank you for that.
Thank you.
Yep, I agree.
And he went too far.
Mutt Boys.
And it was just like, either one hit.
Shut up. Shut up. That's all I could think of. Like, that's what goes on in my head when I. Well, I hope she's ringing in his head now. I hope that he is tortured with nothing but thoughts of her. And I think someone said it on Dr. Phil, like, I don't know if it was the father or the stepfather, but seeing him in a cement cage for the rest of his life is going to be horrible. Oh, case discussion. I'm so sorry. Thank you for joining us and staying in here. I do appreciate that. It was 900 feet, not yards, right? Okay. Thank you. I hope he's gator poo too. I really I'd like to find out what happened, and then I'd like him to be fed to gators. Is that wrong?
Or make him do something.
Do they do that? Is that something?
I mean, what did I tell you? Like, it sounds a little bit illegal, or what did I say? I think we're playing with
a little bit illegal.
I guess. Yeah, pushing the bounds of legal
Probably.
Or not, but legalities. But, I don't know.
Well, I guess if no one sees it, no one knows about it. It's not illegal, is it?
I know. I want a court case. I wouldn't mind. This might be one.
I want a court case too on this one.
But that's what he'll be out. It's either cops, he'll either come in, turn himself in.
Yeah, I think he'll pull a Watts.
I think he'll pull a Watts. He's going to confess or just do it, and they won't have to release the details.
I think that's exactly what's going to happen. And for her parents' sake, I'm okay. I'm okay with that. I really am okay with that for their
I think
sake,
we
but
want
for
answers.
our sake, I want nosy Mabel here. Like, I want to know what happened, and I want his ass beat. Bottom line, I'm not going to lie. I want this kid's ass beat. Yeah, I want him to see the photos too,
And
but
I
you know
want-
what? I don't think he cares. I don't think he cares. I really don't think he cares.
If he has to see him from when they finally found her, for sure. And if she was not how he remembers her, when like that's
Well, my theory is if he camped there and slept next to her all night.
that's one thing. But I feel like he took off after he did it and just had to get back to that damn van.
I think so too. I think he took off and went north to Coulter Bay
Yeah.
so he could be seen. And here I am. And
Plunger holder. That's pretty funny.
what percentage that is an interesting question, Lufa. I would if you ever find out, I'd love to know. Lufa said I'd have to research what percentage of abusers are narcissistic. Whew. I bet it's a high number. It's a high number.
Before I forget, if anyone in chat has some suggestions, if we were to continue our discussion sometime tomorrow with case discussion, if it works out, is there anything in particular that y'all would want us, like a certain element that you would want to discuss or want more answers on?
Yeah, what can we look into for you so that we can let us report to you. I do the same thing, Lufa. I want to know why people act and react the way that they do. I find it fascinating. And the older I get, the funnier it is for me because I see people as small children now, which is, you know what I mean? Like I see Brian as a child. I don't see him as an adult. I see him as a little kid that needs to be spanked. Like really, I mean, yeah.
I said yank a
I've heard-
knot in them.
Oh God, yeah. Absolutely. I think the fight at dinner didn't help Gabby going back. I agree. I think that was the probably the straw that broke the camel's back. Who knows how bad it was after that. And how long after that she passed. If we didn't get to the Watts kid, okay. I agree.
No, I don't think she defended Brian necessarily at all either. I agree that Cassie did not defend him. I seriously don't think she knows either. I think she's at a loss. But she's tired of it and it's like, what the F?
Yeah.
And I'm not going down for it.
Well, I don't blame her. She has a family.
I know.
Like, I wouldn't want that brought into my house. And her husband out there, I don't know. Yeah, or her parents. Oh, I don't know if my parents had anything to do with it. Oh, shit. Okay. Ooh, that's scary. That's scary. That's so scary.
I just agreed with Dr. Phil, what I heard on them saying, and what they were saying last night, I think, too, was that Brian on the run right now, for whatever reason, is not doing anyone any good. No
Good gravy. Look at what... Oh, Capri. Wow. Where...
Yeah, will you quit doing it and then taking it off?
I can't see it on my end at all.
Well, when you click
I can't see it.
There, we can see it.
Now it's there. Okay. It wasn't showing up. I looked it up. That's how we do our stuff.
Oh, no, Cassie.
No, Cassie wasn't defending her. No, she's... In fact, I see her as like...
I think she's pissed at them.
I think she's pissed. I think she's hurt. I think she's hurt. I would be hurt. Like, you're defending this kid? Like, yeah. You're defending this kid?
3.3% of 7.5 billion.
Antisocial personality disorder. That is a lot of people. There's a lot of people. Yeah, Capri, thank you for looking up that information for us.
Loofah is
I don't know. ABC does pay, but I don't know. I mean, in this case, I don't know how much she's going to get paid. Nobody really pays for interviews anymore, the way that they used to.
I don't blame her though. If she gets paid, congrats, do it.
Well, Muck Boys, you know, it's interesting because I feel the same way. Watts was the same thing.
Yeah.
I think he's a guy who completely snapped, and I think that's what... Well, Adam Dale, I would rather not be attacked at all. No ducks. No ducks, no horses, no sizes. No, none of it. Thank you for asking.
Not 400 ducks.
I mean, Catherine, I hope something happens soon, but every day I wake up and I think to myself, could today be the day? And I get really excited and I turn on YouTube and the news and watch JB and then nothing happens.
No, I think he's going to be found. It's just going to come. We're all going to get an alert. I don't think it's going to be in the next day or two. I thought the other night it might be. I don't think so anymore, though.
I think he is the type to get loud. I think he is, I think Gabby is the peacekeeper. And I think I said it before, I'll say it again. I think he's a pretentious little bitch. You know, oh, I don't use plastic bottles. Come here, let me whack you over the head with one of mine. If that kid were in my house, I'd be like, you were the most disrespectful little punk ass bitch. I don't know.
No, it wasn't like that. Like that Joe and all of them even said. Like he was like, I can't say anything. He was never disrespectful. Like in front of them.
I don't get it. Well, he's quite the character to not be disrespectful.
Yeah.
All the way around. You know what I mean?
Lufa, I've always felt like if I was ever in a position like that, feeling threatened, I was like, what is it? You shoot him in the knee, right? Just take him out, and then if you don't, then like in the knee or something, just where it really is going to hurt long enough that maybe they can't.
Muck Boys, don't make me block you for plastic bottles. Are you being pretentious? Are you being pretentious, Muck Boys?
They're not good for you. Though. Do you think the FBI is giving up on the search? And if they do, will you still be surveillance? I don't think they'll give up on it. No. I think.
And the reason I don't think the FBI will give up on it is A, because it's the FBI, and B, because this is a national case now. People want to know. I'm better than you. You are not better than me. If you were better than me, you would have your own channel, Muck Boys. You don't have your own channel.
You are such a bitch. Stop talking right now.
Muck Boys.
Alone with all of us women. Oh, I thought that meant for Tia. Punishment should be 10 minutes alone. I was literally like, yes.
Oh my God, Denise, yes. God, yes. Like I said, Dave thinks he's dead, by the way. Oh, I mean, a lot of people do. I initially thought he was dead. I really did.
And I didn't.
I really thought he was dead. Yeah. LFT did not. I did. I thought he offed himself early on. I thought he waited to hear that she was found and then offed himself. Yeah, exactly. Look at all the millions spent. Now they can't give up. But I don't think he is. I think he's alive. I think he's scared. And I think he's running around. And I hope he's terrified. And I hope he is uncomfortable. Because no one should be... I'm an American Indian, so barefoot isn't that big of a deal, but to me it's very dirty. Yeah! 20 people a minute are abused by a partner. I didn't know the parents.
How do we explain, like, how can the parents be so calm, but also be so calm that their own child is missing? And not only missing...
Because he's not missing.
Okay.
He's not missing. They know where he is. Because I would be I would be frantic.
I don't know if they know exactly where he is anymore. I wouldn't agree that they know exactly where he is at this point. I think they knew what a plan kind of was.
Mm-hmm.
But I think they knew that there were going to be days where they're not going to know exactly. No, I think there was a plan to get him out, but I don't think they know.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
I do. I agree with you there. I do agree with you there. They are unemotional. Some of these statistics that you guys are showing. First of all, thank you for doing this, Capri. I really appreciate that. The statistics of 3 women and 4 men have experienced some sort of abuse. Okay, I'm going to ask this question, and this is you don't have to answer. Nobody has to answer if you're uncomfortable, but I will tell you, I have been in a bad situation with a partner. Has anyone else? It doesn't have to be physical. Mine did get physical once. Once. And that was it for me. But prior to that, I let it go, the emotional, far longer. Verbally here too. Yeah.
It's like almost no fighting is weird.
You guys, I am so sorry that you've all been through this.
Oh God.
And first boyfriend, my first boyfriend was emotional. Oh, Denise.
I'm gosh. It was not an accident. Heidi tells me not an accident.
It's not that easy. Muck boys, you're right. It's not that easy. And I want to thank you guys for being brave enough to answer that question, because it's a very hard question. It's even hard for me to answer. It's embarrassing. And I don't really know why I find it embarrassing, because he should be embarrassed. I shouldn't be embarrassed. I'm only embarrassed that I let it go on as long as I did. But once it got physical, I did end it. That's... But I appreciate everyone being honest in here. And oh my God, Capri.
No.
I am sorry. I'm very sorry. And know that you are among friends and you're in a safe spot. And just showed emotion in therapy 20 plus years later. Denise. It why do we feel the shame? Why does the victim feel the shame? And why do we feel like, yes, I love an ass kicker, black belts in karate and taekwondo. I love that. I made my kids do that. I really did.
But, it's crazy to me that many men.
Because I do too. Muck boys, it is crazy, but
Oh my God. I've just been rendered speechless.
Hummingbird,
Oh my God. I'm so sorry. Like
okay, when I asked this question, I didn't expect, you feel very sad and you need help. Yes, trigger warning, please. Thank you. We are talking about things here. And, mods, if anybody gets out of hand, sling iron and kick them, because I won't have it here. This is a safe spot.
Where's Shell?
What if I'm sorry?
Yeah.
Just know that, yeah, well, hey, Paula. Oh my goodness. Thanks for joining us. We're dealing with some heavy stuff here, you guys. So we just, be fair warned. Hugs to all is right. And I don't know. And what are we dealing with here?
Yeah.
What is going on in
Hey, Paula.
Do we need to help someone? What can we do? How can we assist? Because if you need help, we're here to help. No, Brian wouldn't have survived growing up in my house either. Case discussion. I'd have kicked his butt myself. I'm an advocate here. Oh. You are not the things the abuser says you are. Oh, God. Why do we believe those things first, though? I used to come into a sports bar where I worked at the time, and I would stare me down the entire shift as I bartended. You gotta be kidding me. Well, mine, it is absolutely, Muck Boys, absolutely. Mine was a guy I dated. Advice for moving forward. We're here to help you in whatever you need to move forward. Are you looking for an exit strategy? Because there's plenty of those. We can get you an exit strategy if you need one. Small minds have weak thoughts. Amen to that. It's because they beat you down long enough and you do believe it. And it's really hard to not believe it even years later when you're out of it. But what I was going to say is mine was the guy that I dated for a few years. And I finally got the courage to leave, break up. And then he stalked me for a good year. A horrible stalking situation. Way before stalking laws. And then threatened suicide if I didn't get back with him. And then threatened suicide. It was horrible. It was oh. Yes, Paula, agreed. Who am I missing now? Hi, Theodore. Sorry, I didn't know. It's okay. It's okay. You know what? Yeah, suicide play is right. He called me from New York and said he was going to commit suicide there. And I called the police. I called his parents. It was terrible. Needless to say, he is happily married and a father and turned his life around completely. And that's the good that came from it. And I'm stronger. Sorry, I'm trying to catch up with chat and I just lost my train of thought. So yeah, he was just not a great guy. My understanding is that he's a pretty good guy now. But I don't know that for certain. I haven't talked to him in many, many years, but it was a really horrible time. And I don't know if anyone else went through that, but, let me see. Where is Miss Nicole? What am I missing with Miss Nicole? Ms. Nicole.
Not in it. Yeah. I agree, Muck Boys.
Miss Nicole, my suggestion is therapy. That is my suggestion. Everyone has a painful past, Denise, and mine is no worse than anyone else's. It's just, my mother-in-law sat me down one day, and I remember we were going through a really hard time in our family. We had just lost my sister-in-law, and I kept thinking, like, why does this happen to us? And, blah, blah, blah. Basically feeling sorry for all of us, but feeling sorry for myself too. Like, why me? Why do I have to go through this? And my mother-in-law brilliantly looked at me and said, why not you? Why not you? How we handle things is how we move on. It's how we learn. So why not you? Basically, you're not so special that you can't have bad things happen to you. It's just how you handle them. So, I wish I knew who the Facebook users were. I really can't see who you guys are, and I'm so sorry. I'm so, so sorry. Just know that you're amongst friends here, and we're going to dial it back. And we are going to move. I remember this now. Yeah, Muck Boys, you're right. You're right. And my mother-in-law is amazing. She is absolutely amazing. And she's one of the wisest people I've ever come into contact with, as far as like looking at the world and perspective, and really being like a touchstone, and being like, okay, well, everyone goes through things, but how you handle them is how we move forward. I never understood how no person can allow anyone to start abuse. Gosh, I mean, so much, you guys. Anyway. Quick questions on Gabby. Anybody have any questions on Gabby or her case? And hang on, pain ends. Oh, Denise, you're getting pinned for that one. I love that so much. I love that so much. Does anyone have any questions, A, on the case? And B, I think we're going to do another live tomorrow. Hopefully Case Discussions can join us. Again, we would love that. We always have an open door policy for her. Yeah. Oh God. Yeah. She is someone that doesn't sit back and act like everything is great and then turn around like, no. Self-worth. So yeah, did anyone have any questions or comments or things that they'd like us to look into tomorrow, so that when we come back, we can have some answers for you? Is there anything that you are questioning or would like more information on that we can help with? Both related to the case or personally. And if you have something personal you'd rather not share, please feel free to email us. Our email is in the description. Or you can friend request us and message us on Facebook. Thanks, Capri. We couldn't have done this without you, truthfully.
Seriously.
It also taught me to beat up boys. Yes. Take no prisoners. Christopher Laundrie and the FBI using him. You want to look into that tomorrow? Okay, why did he fly back August 17th? And what did Gabby do? Well, that one I can answer.
Yeah, I want to know more.
But we can go into more detail with that one.
Yeah, the 17th to the 23rd.
Lufa, I am so honored that you came in our chat. Truthfully, I'm not even kidding. I have seen you in other, much bigger chats than ours, and I know people just adore you, and I'm thrilled. I'm honored that you came into ours. So I'm really glad. Each and every one of you, thank you for your time tonight. Thank you for bringing tears to my eyes. thank you for sharing a very intimate portion of your life with us so publicly. I appreciate it more than you'll ever know, more than you will ever, ever, ever know. But we're going to probably do another live tomorrow night. And Lufa, thank you. Honestly, thank you. And we will go into, I think what Muckboy said, the 17th to 23rd, answer some questions there. And anything else you see the kid walking out, tragedy or coincidence. The cat. Okay, say it the way you do.
The
cat. The cat.
The cat says, did you see the cop walking with Christopher Laundrie, or did he resemble Brian? Strategy or coincidence?
Strategy.
Possibly, and I think it was probably strategy orchestrated, but not that person walking with him.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, "What the fart? I gotta do what?"
Mm-hmm. Like Firestarter, thank you. We're glad that you came by. Really glad that you came by. Yeah, like I said, search and rescue. I can't wait to see. I can't wait to watch you next week. I'm not kidding. I'm going to be in that chat like a million questions.
I know.
And that is so true. Remember, the world is a better place with you in it. You wouldn't be here if we all didn't need you. Mm-hmm.
My voice I wrote down August 17th to the 23rd, so we can go through that kind of stuff. And then FBI tactic stuff. I wrote that down too.
Mm-hmm.
Just so we don't forget about them. With our
Mm-hmm.
I had pieces of paper and notebooks. If y'all didn't see it earlier, like the big desktop calendar, because I have to write it out and visualize it. So we've got a lot of different things.
Well, the truth is we weren't going to look into this case. We were doing Summer Wells, and I was sticking by Summer Wells, and I wanted to continue with Summer Wells. And I kept, every time somebody said, will you come on panel and talk about Gabby Petito? No, I won't. No, I don't want to. No. I can't not. It's too important, and too many people are affected by what happened. And I think the more we talk about her and her legacy is a way to respect her parents, to respect her, and to disrespect Brian, which I'm all about disrespecting that little piece of gator poo. No! Well, Miranda, I thank you for that. That's really probably the highest compliment you could ever give us. You really, really is.
Oh, thank you.
That's very kind. Very kind. And I mean, we can't open up if you guys won't allow us. And we can't have you open up if we don't make it a safe spot. So, like I said, we have the best mods ever, ever, ever. And they're used to dealing with thousands of people. So the 18 that are in here now, y'all are in trouble. Because that's nothing to them. If everyone will do me a huge favor and put blue hearts for Gabby in the chat, just to say we honor her. We thank you guys for being here with us tonight and with case discussion. Thank you. Please go sub to her. And like all her videos. That's very important. Ring that bell so you get alerted when she goes live. Yes, I want to see those hearts. I need to see those hearts for Gabby. Justice for Gabby. And we will be putting out a video in honor of Gabby. I don't know if I'll do it tonight or finish it tomorrow, but we are so thrilled you guys could be here, and we hope to see you guys tomorrow.
We'll post it hopefully shortly. Give y'all more of a heads up, a couple hours notice.
Yeah. Yeah, we will. Thank you again, you guys, and thank you to our mods for being here the entire time. And thank you all for sharing a piece of your heart with us. We appreciate it. Have a great night. We love you so much, and we're so honored to have you here. Good night, guys.